We have the front to work on today. On the TMAX, I am going to clean up all of this and I'm going to put it all together if I can. The ignition is really the big issue because I can't get rid of 2 screws and those are required. So let's get started on cleaning this all up. You know, it's kind of hard to see, but there's some rust developing on that front fork. But it's all just surface rust, and up here is really not that important. But I still want to get rid of all of this, get it nice and shiny, get rid of all the surface rust. Look at all the surface rust there. Hopefully the forks are not destroyed, because if I do have to remove this, it will be a whole lot more time consuming. The left side fork is actually in much better shape than the right one. This is the ignition, and I have to remove these 2 screws, but I don't have any leverage here, so I'm going to have to remove the wire. So it comes down to here. There we go, finally. And no, we're not done. We have the ignition, everything is here, and of course we have to open this up. So there's 2 screws here, this one and that one, and we need to get the ignition. So, all right guys, I wanted to show you what I did. I did get one of the bolts successfully out, but the other one stripped, so I had to do this. I basically had to drill it because I stripped it. I didn't use the proper tool, that's the problem. And then I've had, that's my rooster. And so now I'm finally getting it out, but I'm going to need a new screw for this. This is what you have to do. So if you strip out a screw, you have to drill it and then use one of these little things. This is what I'm using. That one is like a little bit more coarse threads, but this is the helicoil system, I believe. That's what it's called. And it works pretty well, but I much prefer this to be a clean removal so I wouldn't have to get a new bolt. Here. And this is very difficult to turn. I think I might just have to really just get a new one. So there's this. I'm not. Everything seems to work on it. So we're going to get these 2 screws next. They're Phillips. And I'm not really sure how this works, but so let's look at this ignition. So we have this. That screw goes here. I need to get these screws. Then you have a spring. And now, there we go, more stuff. It doesn't seem like there's any rust here. I had to drill this in order to get this out, both screws. And this one you definitely have to drill. I guess it's an anti-theft sort of way of doing things, but that's the screw. So let's see if this will come out. There we go. All right, I finally managed to move the key to the right, and now look at this. Ta-ta! The cylinder, finally. Oh my God, this took so long. So we have this entire housing. Put that aside, and I want to look at this. I want to look at the pins. Maybe one of these is rusty. But I can't tell, you know, like when you put this in, it's really fascinating, like this little cylinder. That's how it reads the key. Problem is it's twisting it. Look at that. Look how cool that is. That is awesome. That's where I'm at today. I'm not exactly sure how to proceed with this. I've never done this. So, with YouTube, you can go online and search for answers, and that's what I'm going to be doing. So hopefully this was educational to you. If you like the content, post up in the comments below if you have any questions. I'm confused as much as you are, but I'm learning as I go along. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.